Hey now, we're at Pop Lloyd, John Henry Pop Lloyd. And man, when I started this process many years ago, I thought, wow, one day we'll get to Pop Lloyd. I hope, because do I have a story to tell about a Pop Lloyd autograph? It began, let's talk about Pop Lloyd first. Pop Lloyd was one of the early Negro League pioneers, one of the Negro League greats, inducted in 1977 in the Hall of Fame. His career was over by 1932, like a lifetime batting average of 349. I mean, not that great in terms of like what the official Negro Leagues count right now, but man, he was considered the Black Honus Wagner. And he thought when Honus Wagner, when he said, someone said to him, because he lived in Pennsylvania towards the end of his life in New Jersey, like what's like being compared to Honus Wagner? And he goes, that's such an honor. And Honus Wagner said the same thing. They called him the White Pop Lloyd, and Honus Wagner is like, Pop Lloyd was a great player. It's like obviously the barrier existed that wouldn't allow Negro Leagues to play, but it was like he was very honored, even Honus Wagner, to be known as like the White Pop Lloyd. And when he passed away, he went to Atlantic City, had no children. He was beloved in the community. He stayed with baseball for a while. But again, he passed away in 1964 very quietly. There was no talks of him ever getting the Hall of Fame. And so, again, great player. And because of these Negro Leaguers, these early Negro Leaguers, there's very few autographs of them that exist, especially players that ended their career so early. So obviously, if an autograph, big if, it commands a great deal of money. So I want to talk about, I had at one time a Pop Lloyd autograph that I thought was real. And I know we talk about Ron's book being the Bible. And there is, I'm holding it right here, a John Henry Lloyd autograph in there. I'm going to share my screen and talk about it and what's going on and the whole history of this one particular autograph right here that you're looking at. This is the autograph that was featured in Ron's book. And what happens is I want to protect the names to protect the innocent. I want to tell you the whole history of this autograph. I think it's an important story to tell and why you have to buy the autograph itself and not the story. So, like many other people, we think Ron's book is the Bible. And for the most part, it is. But this autograph right here you're looking at, this came for sale on eBay with the Ray Brown autograph also featured in Ron's book. So it was listed for eBay with a very high reserve. The seller, who again, I'm going to protect the names here to protect the innocent. I talked to the seller after I had the high bid for this autograph, but I didn't win it because the reserve was too high. I literally reached out to him, called me. We spoke on the phone, very prominent collector. And I said, I told him my passion and how like I'm a collector, I'm not a seller. And eventually we came to terms on this autograph. And asked shortly after I bought it, someone else reached out to me saying, oh my God, I can't believe you got this autograph. I've always wanted it. I know the history, blah, blah, blah. And I thought it was good. And so fast forward, this had to be 2012, 2013. I paid thousands, plural thousands for this autograph. Fast forward, but it came with no TPA certificate. Let me make that very clear, very important. No TPA certificate. And fast forward to, I'm going to take this off the screen. I take this to the 2017 National, I want to say. This is when Kevin Keating was not working full-time with PSA. He was still working with his own quality autographs. I show Kevin the autograph. He goes, that's fake. I said, what are you talking about, Kevin? He goes, I know the whole history of the autograph. Ron, who wrote the book, tried to sell me the autograph. I refused to buy it. And again, Kevin has written his own book on Negro League autographs and said pretty much, I have his book over here. And I don't want to read it word for word, but like, let's see what he says about Pop Lloyd. I guarantee you, it's fine. I looked up Ron's thing about Pop Lloyd. I didn't look up him, John Henry Lloyd. And he has a couple autographs in here that I guess he owns. But again, he looked at this and he said, this autograph is no good at all. And again, how Ron knew that, I don't know. But he's like, it's not going to pass. So I take it to PSA. And they deem it unauthentic, the autograph. And I, at this point, was ready to get out of collecting. I was ready to sell all my autographs. This is the first time that I was ready to sell all my autographs. And again, I don't know if the ones in Ron's book say they're good or not. I mean, He said it's very scarce. They're very rare. He does his own analysis. And the autographs he presents are very similar to the ones that are presented in Ron's book from draft cards, but not the undated signature, which is what you're looking at here. So long story short, the person came to me and said, listen, I'll buy this autograph standing off or whatever. And I did sell the autograph. I guess I felt a little guilty because PSA failed it, but whatever. He made some money. I made some money, not much. And this, because he thought it was real. Maybe it is real. So again, fast forward to 2021. Look at this autograph. Again, it's just a cut in this post on Facebook. What's it called? Being quarantined, I cleaned out my garage and I found these autographs. And I see this autograph and see how the H connects right here on a cut. I go, and the story, by the way, that the seller sold to me was the same thing. This came out of Oklahoma. Oh my God, I had Oscar Johnson with it. I had this and that. And again, I don't think this Foster is good either. I think these are all bad autographs. And again, this autograph, see how the H hits right there? This H hits right there. It's almost like the same person. I'm not saying Pop Lloyd, the same person signed these same autographs. So I learned originally, so Ron was trying to sell these autographs, tried to sell them to Kevin. Kevin wouldn't buy them, didn't think they were good, sold it to somebody else. And the story that Ron gave to the seller is the same story that this James Tate, I don't know what this James Tate is, right there. So long story short, I don't think this autograph was good. And this was like I said to myself, I would basically never buy a cut again. The reason why is this Pop Lloyd right here. So again, I think 90% of the autographs in Ron's books are good. This one was bad. I was a little upset with Ron that he had like a personal bias in this autograph because he owned this autograph. So of course it had to be good. He didn't want to put an autograph in there like he owned and say he bought it bad. And again, you look at the autographs of Pop Lloyd that are out there. Again, this is the only one in the PSA database. This sold a long time ago for like 2,000. But again, I don't know if this is good. The H is really weird right here. And again, I think this is the one that is on, I'm just looking right now. This is the one from A Note to a Fan, 1963. So again, this is similar to the one in Ron's book. But again, I don't know if it's good or not, really. I don't know. It's like, it's a very nice autograph here. It's kind of weird here. There's no envelope with it. I don't know if it came from who or where, or who even knew where Pop Lloyd was, unless you lived in Atlantic City at the time. Again, there's a couple other ones right here. This is on the Net 54. Again, this is the one we see here. This is another quote-unquote letter dated 1963. But again, Lord knows if it's good or bad. It's very weird. I would not feel comfortable buying a Pop Lloyd autograph at all. Again, I don't know anyone that is good. I mean, there's another one right here. This sold in, I don't know when this sold. This sold a while ago. And again, it's just pre-certified by Steve Grad and PSA. Again, is it good? I don't know. I gotta be honest. It's a little nicer compared to the World War II one, but it still looks off to me. It's kind of very just odd, to say the least, right here. But it's closer. You're gonna have to buy Ron's book to see what the two good ones look at. So again, I was trying to look up. I see if I could find. This is another one. This exists, but again, this is secretarial sign. This is the secretarial one in Ron's book. And again, this is from the Newark Eagles archive. But again, you can see because these initials underneath here, Pop Lloyd didn't sign this. So like I said, like that's why you got to be so careful, so careful buying, especially these cuts of these rare, obscure Hall of Famers. I don't care what the story is. I don't care what the background is. If you don't feel comfortable buying the autograph, man, don't buy the autograph. So again, so that was like just a horrible, I almost got the whole industry. It's just the whole autograph. I'm just so disgusted and tainted that I bought a story instead of buying the autograph. But there was so little out there, and I had so much faith in Ron's book. And I guess Kevin Keating set me straight there. You learned a valuable lesson. Is it good? I guess there's a small chance it was good. I don't know. But that's the history of my Pop Lloyd autograph and why, like, man, I was almost taken for thousands and thousands of dollars. So it's not, the lesson here is not, oh, if you get a bad autograph, like sell it right away. Maybe someone sucker to buy it. Because like this person I sold it to was really convinced it was good. Maybe it is. I learned that the original seller, like I said, had a bunch of these cuts, and they were peddling the same story. And again, another very prominent person. I don't want to say names here. Again, the only reason why I bring up Ron's name even in this, because this is the autograph in his book, so someone will put 2 and 2 together here. So if you see that autograph in the wild or any cuts, they're not going to be passed by a TPA. So that's the story. We're going to move on from Pop Lloyd to Ernie Lombardi. So happy March, and as always, keep collecting.